That last note should be higher.
Like this?
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Now all we need are the words. The song should totally say how much you should watch the show, but also how I don't even care if you don't watch it, because the show is too good and I'm just too cool to care about that sort of thing.
Maybe you should actually make some episodes before you sing about how we should watch them. What were you thinking of playing next?
Alien Attack, I guess?
Oh, I love that one!
Yeah? Well, let me set the scene for the audience, and then we can get playing. Howdy, Internet! This is Goatface. Welcome back to the Goatface Corner. In today's episode,
I just beat your high score.
Hey, don't start without me! Hey, aliens! I challenge you to a game! Dude,
What?
you have to let me challenge them to a game first. If I don't, we're basically just stealing.
Oh, alright.
Aliens, I challenge you to a game. If we can take out 10 of your waves before we game over, we get to take your shields. If you win, you can have our spin discs. You in? Oh, I guess they're not quite advanced enough to understand.
Can I shoot them now?
Yeah, sure, whatever. Let's play... Howdy, Internet! This is Goatface, and welcome back to the Goatface Corner. In today's episode, I'm gonna take you back to the past. In the year 1978, arcades were a very different place. At the time, video games were seen as just a novelty, and you were lucky if you could find an arcade near you with more than just 2 or 3 of them. Of course, you had your classics like tennis, but most arcades were filled with pinball machines, whack-a-mole games, and other analog devices. It was an innocent time. For a while. Alien Attack was a game created by 2600 Inc. and released to arcades in 1978 to universal acclaim. You'll recall from a few episodes ago that Bonzi Kong was ported to almost every console and computer of the time, but Bonzi doesn't even hold a candle to Alien Attack. AA is the most ported video game of all time, appearing in arcades, on computer and home consoles, with tabletop and handheld versions, board game versions, and many, many more.
Even 13 years later, it's still being ported to new stuff all the time. Look, I have a version right here on a keychain. If it exists and you can run a video game on it, then it probably has Alien Attack in its library. It would probably be harder to name something you can't play Alien Attack on. The game itself was pretty unique for the time. The player controls a small tank that moves along the bottom of the screen and shoots at the invading aliens from behind 3 shields. Both the player and the enemies can damage the shields with their bullets, causing them to degrade over time. As the player clears out the aliens, the groups get faster and faster, making it more difficult to aim.
Do you know why the aliens get faster after you start killing them?
Because they're mad?
Having so many objects on screen at once causes the game to lag. As you remove aliens from the screen, the game starts to have an easier time processing what's up, allowing them to move faster. In the original game, this was a lucky byproduct of the hardware of the time, but in future releases, it was added intentionally.
Sometimes a little red spaceship zooms by, which is worth extra points if you shoot it, I always do. But other than that, there's not much else to say. Once you clear out a wave of enemies, an identical wave spawns in this place over and over for, what, 10 waves you said?
Yeah, about 10 waves. Say, Did you know that Alien Attack was actually the cause of a bit shortage back in 1978? So many people were putting their change into AA machines that the rest of the world started to suffer. And
Actually, the bit shortage was completely unrelated. Don't get me wrong, Alien Attack wasn't helping things, but it wasn't the cause either.
Oh.
I gotta say though, living through that coin shortage was a nightmare. God forbid you didn't bring exact change to the store with you. You either had to let the cashiers keep the extra, or wait in line for them to mail order what they owed you.
I feel like some of that isn't true.
How dare you?
It's interesting to see the design strategies employed for games back in the day. The simpler your core gameplay was, the easier it was for new players to jump in and learn how to play. And the easier that was, the easier it was to get them to want to keep stuff in bits into your machines. The key was striking a good gameplay balance. The game needs to be simple enough to be easy to learn, but not so simple as to be boring. Then you had a stable, yet challenging difficulty curve, and if you're feeling particularly adventurous, maybe throw in a twist from time to time to keep things fresh. Though, in Alien Attack's case, that wasn't really necessary. Being the first of its kind gave it that advantage. Since the concept was so new, the need for variety wasn't as prevalent. This didn't last, of course, as plenty of ports and sequels kept trying to change things up with new twists or bonus rounds or special enemies and whatnot.
Except for Alien Attack Part 2, which is just the same game but in color. Not even very good colors.
And yet, despite these amazing changes, it's always the original that survives to this day. So like, how long have we been recording for?
7 minutes and 13, 14, 15...
And how many waves have we gone through?
Like, 5?
Oh gosh. Why did I pick 10? Jeez.
You know, we never made a deal with the aliens, like a real deal. We would probably just take the shields and leave. I don't think they'd even notice.
But that's stealing! The Goat-Face Corner is a family show.
Okay, and what were you planning to do after 10 rounds anyway?
New rule. Games need to have antagonists I can actually talk to if I'm going to play them. And another one for the pile.
Do you think this is enough?
Nuh-uh. We're gonna need everything we can get our hands on if we're gonna pull this off.
Wait, did you just say everything?
Maybe I did.
That's precious.
Oh, go on.
How much time do you think we have?
I don't know. Probably not long, I imagine. The sooner we edit that video, the sooner we can upload it and start the next one.
Right. You head into town and get some food. I'll start editing the video.
Deal.